Hey guys, welcome back to FIFA 22 Arsenal Career Mode, and I would like to say thank you guys for all the support and stuff like that, because I just realized recently for the past few videos that have been posted, the views have gone up, and I really appreciate everybody who watch my videos. And as I said it before, probably a few months ago, this is a very small channel, and of course this is kind of like a hobby to me because I'm still doing school and of course doing this video as well. I love playing FIFA, and I felt like, you know what, I wanted to actually record what I played and show it to you guys. And even though I know there are a lot of YouTubers who do this kind of stuff, but of course I'm trying to open a new community so you guys can, you know, talk to me about football or even Arsenal as well, because I'm a huge Arsenal fan. So I put it out there, and thank you all of you guys. And of course, last video or last episode, it is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest episode that I ever recorded in terms of the transfer window, because I've never made that many signings in all of my Arsenal career mode, or not just Arsenal career mode, in career mode in general. Not just the number of signings we have or we made, but of course the type of players that we get as well. Getting, for example, Serge Gnabry, Coutinho, Calvert-Lewin, Ronald Araujo, and of course I'm pretty sure I'm missing somebody. And okay, Ronaldo Sanchez, Brandon Johnson. These type of players are probably the type of profile that I'm looking for, and these are the players at the same time. They might not be my starter, but they are quality substitutes or quality reserve, because that's what I really do need in the team. Yes, last season we only basically focused on one thing, which is the Premier League top 4, but at one point we were very close actually. We were, I believe, 1 or 2 points away from Liverpool from snagging the title in the end. But of course we are just one game a little bit short. Like, we could think back and said, oh, okay, what happened if I actually, for example, Leeds United, I believe we lost both of the games in both fixtures. What if we have enough players? What happened if we have enough like quality players on the bench to actually come on and make an impact, and potentially beating one of the fixtures against Leeds United? It would have been a completely different story. But unfortunately, with the number of signings that we made plus the availability that we have on the bench area, it's just simply not enough, especially in the midfield area. That's why it's very important for me to actually go on and add more players in to today's game, or in this episode. So yeah, first game of the season, we beat West Ham 2-0, finally getting a clean sheet, and Calvert-Lewin has scored his first goal for Arsenal. He could be a potential super sub for us, but happy for the win. And of course we received a few transfer offers for Partey and also Kieran Tierney, but there's no way they're going to leave. But then the next two games, or the next game is very important, the one against Chelsea. And yeah, it feels like this month's fixtures, it's completely the same as last year, the August fixtures. Like, we still have Chelsea in like the second game of the season, and we receive another offer for Cedric. I know I have been putting him on the transfer list for the past 6 months, just couldn't really get anything out of it. But of course, he will be leaving as well. I'm not going to be surprised. But today, right here, we are playing against Chelsea at home at the Emirates. Once again, right now, this is a team. If nothing happened, I will not change the lineup. But right there, made a slightly tweak to it. I have Serge Gnabry coming on for Bukayo Saka, which I think Bukayo Saka in the last game wasn't quite effective as I wanted him to be on the right-hand side. And right now, of course, Serge Gnabry making his full return to the Emirates after around, I believe, at least 8 years, or 7 to 8 years. Because honestly, I don't understand how people would be upset at Arsene Wenger that he let Serge Gnabry go. Think about it. If a player is not good enough in your eyes, or in that moment, and you know that it hasn't been quite worked out for a few years, you have the right to actually just say, hey, you know what, just sell him to another club. But you know what, Serge Gnabry did a fantastic job actually at Bayern Munich, then you gotta applaud him for doing that. And I don't think there should be any hate towards Arsene Wenger in the end. But right here, a very scrappy goal we conceded right here. Within 30 minutes, Mason Mount with a header, and oh my god, I was switching so hard to Tomiyasu, but the game just wouldn't let me. Instead, it just allowed Mason Mount to head that ball in. He's not the greatest player to head the ball, not the greatest player for aerial attack, and this is another scrappy gameplay, a lot of scrappy gameplay against Chelsea for some reason. And all of a sudden, we could have gotten the ball when Lukaku fell on the floor, and Tomiyasu also fell on the floor, and Lukaku gained the possession back. And you know what? They're just tearing us apart at our own back, and we're 2-0 down within 45 minutes, and it is very frustrating. We just couldn't really get a lot of chances. And right here, Alexander Isak could have opened us a score in the end, but we just couldn't. 63rd minutes in, and here comes Chelsea again. Timo Werner, just very quick. When you don't put on a lot of bodies in front of fast players, they would just easily dribbles around you. And thank God he just hit the post right there. We have a chance for a counter attack. Here comes a lot through ball to Alexander Isak, cuts back inside, slams that one. But again, Benjamin Mendy, what a great signing for the Chelsea in the end. Better than Kepa for me, to be honest. And right here, yeah, good save by the goalkeeper. And here comes our chance once again after a corner kick. Here comes Smith Rowe, dribbles down to the middle, looking for a pass right here. What a great save right there. Rabia could have had himself on the score sheet today, but Mendy just, this is what you call a MVP or play of the game, like play of the match gameplay right there. And then what makes it even worse is that Gabriel Magalhaes gave up a penalty, and I could hardly really blame him because I really thought Kante is gonna take a shot, but who would have thought he would pass the ball like that? And of course, Kante with a follow through. Eventually, Gabriel trips him, and it leads to a penalty. And right here, Lukaku will be on the spot right here against Ramsdale, but then he hits the bar, and thank God. Oh, we're not in the game anymore. 2-0 at one point against Chelsea. Last season we scored 1 goal. I have set the difficulty to legendary. I was wondering, have we improved after all the signings we made? Yes, the starting lineup is slightly different than the starting 11, slightly different than last year's starting 11, just slightly bit, but at least we have, you know what? At least we have other quality player that comes on from the bench, which is true. But again, nothing. We came up empty-handed in the end. So very disappointing result. And I'm judging myself. Wow, I spent at least 200 million on the players. It doesn't seem like I've been improving, and I'm starting to worry just a slightly bit. And right there, 2 games in after, we are sitting at 10th. Well, you guys can't really judge a team based on the first 2-3 games. Look at Arsenal. The first 3 games in the season, 2021-2022 season, yeah, we lost all 3. But we came back, and right now we have a chance to clinch or to get 4th place. But I'm not saying that that's a definite guarantee, because I'm not that type of person where I love to like jinx stuff. But honestly, I feel like right now on the table we are still 4 points ahead of Spurs, but anything can happen. Arsenal has a very difficult final half or final parts of the campaign in the season. We have Chelsea away, we have Manchester United at home, Spurs away. They are, again, a lot of away games for sure. Next game against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is a very good team. I gotta put it out there. Even though they are not quite of European League side team, but they're still up there, you know, like to play good football. Like Aston Villa, Arsenal just somehow snatched a win in the end, and I'm happy with that. So here's the final game of this 3-game episode against Everton. Early on, Smith Rowe opened up the score, and here comes another counter attack. Only a few passes, quick dribbling. Here comes Smith Rowe, just blast that one to top right corner. Jordan Pickford, no chance of saving that one. 2-0 for Arsenal. And yes, even though I felt like we already won this game, but you would never know what kind of an AI we will be facing a lot of times, where they can be very good all of a sudden and they can be very scrappy at one point. And Smith Rowe could have a chance to have a hat trick right before halftime, but it wouldn't matter because right after that shot, here comes Rabiot. And then here comes Emile Smith Rowe, slams that one, 3-0, already earned his hat trick within 45 minutes. A very good game, and of course, putting Calvert-Lewin in, it's something that I really do want to do, is because, you know what, when you play against your former team, you just have to score. It doesn't matter if you respect your team or not, but you know what, it's just adding a little bit more spice to it. And you know what, that was a very good block, but I didn't know it was a foul in the end. It doesn't look like a foul, it looks like a legit block, because the Corey doesn't seem like he has the ball at all. But when you look at the gameplay right here, yeah, you can't really see it. And Gabriel gave up 2 penalties in 2 games, and thank God it wasn't a red card, because if it was a red card, it would have been a completely different story. And excuse me, but yeah, Decore is gone, and Richarlison just missed that penalty. A very poor penalty taken, literally a very comfortable save by Ramsdale. No power behind that whatsoever. And then here comes a counter attack by Bukayo Saka to Calvert-Lewin. What a great finish. Great pass in the end, and what a volley by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Again, there's no need to show respect against your former team. Yeah, they ship you out to Man City in the last season, but you know what? If a team loved you that much, they would never have sold you. So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter that they didn't really, well, he didn't celebrate or not. But Van Den Beek right there, just take him out of the game after he came on for Decore earlier. But yeah, we already know that we won this game already. And Richarlison has to add a little bit of spice into our game, scoring that goal. Yeah, it was a very poor defense after all, but it doesn't matter. Another goal has been added into the game. Adrien Rabiot with a finish, and of course 5-1. It's the final score. A very good game after all. Smith Rowe got his hat trick again. We scored quite a lot of goals, to be honest. Like earlier in the campaign, scoring 7 and conceded 3, which is totally fine. And look at the number of plays that we sold and the amount. Just look at the amount we spent. We spent 300 million and we sold 260. So basically, yeah, it's a net loss of 440 million, but it's all worth it. And right here, a last minute surprise. I'm going for Houssam Aouar. I know he has been quite of a radar for Arsenal for the past few years, but we need more quality on the bench. That's for sure. Yes, I know I do have Coutinho. I know I have Ronaldo Sanchez on the bench, but yes, we need another player who can fill up that caliber to actually, you know what happened is Coutinho is injured or Odegaard is injured. At least we have another good quality player. And right there, yes, around 60 million from Houssam Aouar, and his contract is slightly, I didn't really catch his contract, but slightly a little bit lower than he was earning at his former club. But right there, guys, my final signing on the transfer deadline day right there, Houssam Aouar, we're number 17, replacing Cedric. Cedric has gone by this time, and Inter Milan has expressed an offer of 23.4 million. Of course, Semi Lokonga, it's pretty much my Thomas Partey 2.0, even though he hasn't reached to that level yet. But good rotation eventually will help him improve the game. Bukayo Saka got offered a swap deal plus 118 million. Of course, there's no way I'm letting Bukayo Saka go, even though I sent Serge Gnabry, but I believe both of them, when they rotate the game each other, I think it would generate a very good deal in the end. So this is the final league table for the end of the end of September. Right there, we're currently sitting at 6 right there. So yeah, Liverpool just a little bit disappointed for sure. I don't know how they set all the way at 14, losing 2 games already early on in this season. But you know what? Premier League, such a tough league. anything can change in the end. And Swansea City, Watford, and also Brentford are the only 3 teams that so far has lost all of the first 3 games of the season. So thank you guys for watching. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.